with a pushed out hype and wait.
And the ward is not good. It's in Tri-Bush. It will not spot out Sheo here.
It's going to be too late. Stend walks up. He's half HP. He doesn't care. Look, hype's already been pillared up. Will he even flash at this point? He knows he's dead. Dredge line's a freebie. It's a kill given over. Sheo takes it away from Paduck. And first blood, overstepping from hype and wait. I remember we were talking about Nuke non-stop because of what he could do in a team that wasn't thriving and that wasn't consistently successful.
Yeah, Wei needs to be careful here, though.
He does indeed. There is no depth charge, but Stend flashes over, matches into the Seraphine, a Dredge line, a field, and Sheo, not going to take the kill, gives it over to Nuke.
They have to do this. If they don't get an early game lead, and if they're not able to snowball as we
He's got no cleanse. Double beat drop. There's an encore. Will Paduck ever get to move again? He did for a little bit, but he knew he was dead. Doesn't burn the flash. Then gets poked out with a double beat drop again. And this is why Ash Seraphine is good.
And Daglas wants to go for the scuttle, but Shifters want to contest and force him out here. We're going to have a 3v3.
Jump first. Ball control, dissonance, damage. Where's the shockwave? Pillar. Wade jumped in again. He's dead. And now Sheo's going to pull out the Cyclone, or rather Daglas is. It was Sheo who just held his, you know...
As now Sheo is here, Tracyn goes for the all-in anyways.
Pathmaker, he's going to ulti. Guess what? Sheo has to redirect because Tracyn, as he's waiting over the wall, will now be stuck with the pillar. He will flash out, looks for the flip, but Sheo's got his number, chopping him down. 80 damage reduced, but it's still Cassante. Blast cone taken. Tracyn over the wall. Rooster flashes, and eventually he burns down. Rooster had to commit a summoner for him, but the Cassante is dead.
But they're at least going to try, as we got a TP in the bot lane. Tracyn is flanking. I don't think he can reach Rooster. I don't think this TP is anything.
Okay, but Tourism is booming against the wall with Shockwave. You know what? He's there. He's going to flash.
He is going to reach out
onto Rooster. Tracyn sends his body in, and with Serin's ball, it's a success.
Okay, Tracyn saw what I didn't see with the Shockwave.
Go. 4 versus 5, why not? That dragon important, you know it is. Rooster has TP when he's alive and equalizes, so he will be able to contribute as Tracyn gets poked out by a Ray. Sheo puts a pillar down at 4k for the dragon. Let's just send it. Come on, fight then. As Stend looks for the Dredge line, manages max range, depth charge on the hide. The encore hits the tip of the side for 2. Dragon is stolen. It was worth, Jack. 4 versus 5 turns to 5 with a pillar out. Heretics didn't disengage. So now with a pillar, both Daglas and Serin died.
Paduck here, they can land the arrows.
They're just never starting the Drake. Daglas is there on a ward, they know. They're just poking, not committing. Hexgate going to be used. Rooster might be found out. The all-out used by Tracyn in 1v2. Depth charge to save the top laner's life. Flashing from Rooster, gets the blast cone and away to shift as he goes. Heretics went for the flank. They're now in awkward positions as Tracyn might have to back, but he has no TP. He's too damn low to do anything. Rooster gets back into the same position. They're getting walked around. Cyclone understanding flashes away, but that equalizes. Brilliant. Yes, Paduck gets the Drake as well. A 4-man shockwave would have been fantastic if Nuke didn't unleash the storm. You can hear he's shouting. He's standing up again. He just flared the fight as a victor as Team Heretics got twirled around the Dragon Pit to lose the game.
And it sounds like we have a crowd in the arena with how loud the Shifters players are screaming. What a beautiful equalizer from Rooster.
So should Paduck go first or not? Dredge line, that's not Paduck first. Arrow going to be dodged. Then found by Tracyn. I guess that answers that question. I wanted to know if Paduck should set up first, Jack.
No, I think Paduck should...
stand back?
Yeah, I think stand back. Maybe.
Okay, stand back. I was just confused about that. Dredge line, depth charge onto Tracyn. He's found out. He's in a field of static, and he's dead. Team Heretics have to walk away. There goes their inner turret, and...
That might just be game. That's 40 seconds on your main front line for Team Heretics. Now they also have their flashes up on Paduck, so Paduck can kind of bait in the engage from Team Heretics.
Oh, now he can go forward.
Now he can go forward.
Whoa. Here we go.
And all they need is one poke to land, and then they get so slowed by the Hextech Soul.
Pillar.
That Stend can look for the hook.
Lovely pillar at that.
But they can be satisfied with 2 inhibs as well. They don't need to end the game here. 2 inhibs is enough.
No, end the game. Dredge line gets Serin's flash. Nice from Stend. He's had a good game. Sheo jumping up. He subjugates. He walks back. It is a slow burn, but the Baron minions, there's like 6 cannons. There's 6 cannons. It's a firing squad on the turrets. Team Heretics have to fire now. Encore only onto Stend. He walks up, but he doesn't care about dying. Daglas the Cyclone will be mitigated. A 2-man jog.
No way. End the game. End the game.
The Nexus about to die. Nuke finishes it off. And Heretics get blown apart.
They're putting a lot of effort into setting up this Jax counterpick to really work. Because when someone dies in this matchup, game is over.
I think someone's gonna die.
I think Finn, someone's gonna die. Here we go. Flash away, but it's matched by Rooster. A Vault Breaker, shred the armor, and Tracyn will have nowhere to stand. First blood over to the Jax as well. You know what makes it even worse? Mid almost dies there.
I like how Tracyn plays there because he's kind of wasting Sheo's time by walking up close to the edge of where Sheo could Q him. But now Realm Orb coming in.
As you said, numbers advantage there. Ragnarok already pulled out, and even with the empowered auto attacks, no way is Rooster getting out of there. Daglas seals the deal, turns off the lights, and death becomes.
And it's not a 1v1 in this top lane.
TP from Nuke is going to go mid, and that's going to be a pushing Tristana.
I really like the defensive paranoia from Daglas, but it doesn't matter. Paduck's in trouble.
He misses the shove. He's going to have Stend United. Wave was tanking up, and now the rock's getting thrown. The curtain call. Paduck needs to be blocked. Weaver's wall.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
He tried to interrupt the curtain call, but it moves Stend.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
What? No way,
Way just started doing it.
But Shifters, they want to make a play topside. Way is on a ward.
On a ward. He's just being Vault Breaking. He has his ulti. Will he use it? He gets stunned up midway. Sheo jumps back in. Stend coming to help. Nuke pops as well. Here's the Paranoia. Reset for Nuke. He can reposition Ragnarok on top of the Shen. Undertow in. Paranoia jumping deep even though they're losing the fight. Nuke is just firing away, by the way. Can freely jump into everyone. Sends Serin out of his own ult. Nuke hop, skipping, jumping. Another reset. You know what? He's hyped up again. Why shouldn't he be? A free flight delivered to Shifters mid lane on a silver platter. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, maybe another top moment. Good Weaver's wall. Good Weaver's wall, that one. But Stend might be dead.
Maybe not.
A curtain
Not
call.
a good Weaver's
flash
wall.
away. He did get Serin's flash. It was just a follow-up from Stend that probably needed to stop.
Yeah.
I like that. Undertow shows Tracyn there. TP back of the pit. Sheo's in. Herald in with him as well. And TP is Rooster joining in the fight at 2k. Sheo jumps in immediately. Lights turn off. It is Dragon for Heretics, but will they get out? Rooster gets a mega stun. His way is left alone. Vault Break it into the cow. He's dead. A charging Herald gets hyped. The jump out, season desist. Turret goes with it. What a Herald! It's going to do it again. Popping heads with the double already a Rooster. Turret charge number 2. A shove is perfectly landed with a Shadow Dash onto Serin. He's dead just about. He's burning down. Lucky to be out with the Buster Shot. But Shifters turn the Dragon loss into a mega play.
The Dragon is getting low. Oh, we get to smite it and trade for an Ocean Soul, and maybe we even lose the fight. As now, Stend is in trouble.
He's face check. He's been healed. Paranoia used. Here comes Paduck to the rescue in a 2v2 in front of the Olaf. Almost dies. Half HP, though. And he does pick up the kill. So Rooster helps stand his ground. Nuke's going to walk into top lane. Serin thinks I can win this, but the longer those trades go on, the better that Nuke gets.
And once they've like taken this area, that's when it's really easy to just start the Nash. Because by the time they get into your zone, the Nash should already be pretty much dead, but they just want to fight.
Nuke also cut off the mid path, hype at half HP. Rooster ultis on top of Serin's head. He has the flash. Curtain Call's going to follow as well. Paranoia means I don't know what's going on, but flying in is Daglas. He makes that instantly clear. He was ready for an engage, but they haven't killed Rooster. Vault Breaker in. Sheo holds on to cease and desist. Now over red buff. Paduck ultis to cut off the escape. Daglas wants to find his mark without flashing, but he gets taunted by Stend and he dies to Nuke, who jumped in the other end. Meanwhile, Sheo just runs it in. Wei has no ulti. He burned it earlier from multiple angles. Shifters just take it easily. Rooster's coming from mid. TP going to be burned by Serin. Daglas here from an angle. His Paranoia will fly cross screen, but who's it going to target? As Inhibitor Turret Pot goes first. Shifters on moments away from finding it onto Rooster. I'm not sure I would ever take that. In a 1v2, they're going to try for Serin, but here comes Paduck to save the day. Going golden is Rooster. Paduck, the shove back onto Daglas, brings him in as Nuke is in the base, destroying hype. Sheo sets it up with Cease and Desist. A Realm Warp in, exhausting onto Nuke. A double already down. Nuke will die as Ragnarok is setting up for the top lane and finally gets some value here from top lane of Team Heretics. But Rooster TV's back in. Ragnarok's gone. Stuns galore. Leap strike after leap strike. Rooster finds his targets. And Serin and Wei are all that remains. Jack, it's the first win for Shifters in the split. They may be out but not forgotten. Will they end it here though? How much more value can you get from killing Team Heretics?
Serin wants to hold the base, but he's up against 4. Can he do it? Flashes the counter strike.
He tries. He's got good damage, but the shove back from Paduck is the Nexus exposed. Rooster's on him. He's going to try and find the end. The first series win in front of their eyes.
Oh my God.
They knock out Heretics, and Shifters take their 1-7.